Hey everybody, we're back in the shop today, kicking off another fun project. Here we go, here's the next project for the shop. Super nice Lexus RCF. This project is going to be a little bit more involved than a lot of the standard projects that come through. I do a lot of air installs and component installs, parts and whatnot. This one's been scheduled for a little while. It finally got dropped off a couple days ago, and we're getting started. I got some things unboxed. We have the AirLift 3P system here with a 4-gallon polished aluminum tank and a single 444 Vlare compressor. The struts for this build are going to be a set of D2 bags and struts, and then the normal wiring and whatnot that comes with the AirLift units. For the performance side of things on this project, we're going to do a full Invidia exhaust. Nice dual exhaust, or quad tip, I guess. And then an AEM cold air intake system. And then you'll notice that sort of alludes to the aesthetic part, but this nice carbon fiber shield will be going on the intake. For the aesthetic portion of this quick build is a lot of carbon fiber. We have a super nice carbon fiber steering wheel we'll be putting in. We have rear bumper extensions, left and right. We have a nice carbon fiber front lip. We have Fender garnishes. We have carbon fiber paddles, carbon fiber wing to be bolted on, carbon fiber mirror caps, side mirror caps. All right, so that's a little intro about the Lexus project. Gonna get started here. I unboxed everything to make sure I had everything that I needed. I had to order a couple parts, kind of standard, based on the different installs that we're gonna do, and I'm gonna get started. All right, getting started on the AirLift install, or the air ride install. The AirLift management with the D2 struts. First thing I'm going to do is run all the wiring, get all that over with. It's easily my least favorite part. I think I'm going to go up the driver's side, start from the back of the trunk, work my way up the driver's side, split off at some point to put the controller in the center console, then come through the front, and then reach over to the battery. If I need to extend those battery wires, I have plenty of wire to do so. And I'll probably take out the seat, take out most of the molding, take out the rear seat, at least the bottom of the rear seat, and then a bunch of the plastics out in the back here to make sure I get a nice clean run through the car. Nothing's going to be rubbing on anything. And yeah, here we go. Now that the wiring is all ran through the vehicle, we're going to work on kind of fitting the components in the back of the trunk. The owner of the car is looking for something just kind of basic and clean, so that's what we're going to try to achieve. I'm going to mess around with where things might go and then get them in there. Time to get the air struts installed. Gonna knock out the front one, then go for the rear one. It's exciting. This thing should be on air and either today or tomorrow. All right, everybody. Nearing the end of the strut install here, and I ran into a problem. So see how close that rear airbag is to the end link? Does not look right, in my opinion. Did not seem safe. Either I installed something improperly or something's just not right. So after several days of emails back and forth with D2, they finally confirmed that I had the wrong bags somehow. Either there was a style update or something. But see how much more clearance we have on this side? Now that's due to these bags being kind of offset. You can see if we look directly at it, the bag is offset from the mounting, kind of the mounting ends of it. So here are the two different airbags. So this one, airbag's exactly in the center of the mounting and everything. It has a different style air fitting. This one seems to have a bit heavier duty bag. I guess they're both pretty decent, but air fitting's down there. But see how it's offset to the center? It's clearly going to make the big difference here. And that gives us more clearance on that end link. So it took a few days, but they finally, you know, said that I had the wrong bags, even though they came sealed all in a box from D2. They sent me a new set, and I'm gonna be sending the other ones back to them. So just in case anybody happens to run into that and they think something's not right, please stop and always check to make sure that you know, you don't, as an installer, you didn't do something wrong, or sometimes you just get the wrong parts. So that would have presented an unsafe condition. That bag would have definitely wore up against that end link and it would have blown out, which would have been terrifying. So yeah, now I just need to finish running the airlines and see how that goes. I guess the other thing, the D2 struts did not come pre-adjusted length and height wise like a lot of the other struts that I have installed do. So I kind of just had to take a guess at, you know, how tall these needed to be kind of for the initial installation and kind of your basic install, just to get the car on the ground and, you know, safely be able to drive around at a decent pressure. There was also no pressure recommendation. Usually the AirLift struts and some of the other companies give you like a pressure recommendation for kind of best drivability. These didn't have that. Generally that's around between 40 and 70 PSI. So I'm just gonna kind of play around with that a little bit so I can provide the customer with, I guess, some recommendation. But as I said, I kind of guessed on the height. What I did was I measured the stock struts, and then I went 2 inches lower all the way around. That may not be perfect. I'm sure there's going to need to be some adjustment, but that's kind of how I did to kind of for the initial install, and we'll readjust from there as needed. But yeah, just thought I'd share a little bit of how this install has gone for me. Time to get the AEM intake installed on this 2015 Lexus RCF. Intake is installed. It fit pretty well. I like that there's a gasket there to kind of help seal the intake in, and it still uses the factory inlet here to force air in there as well. So it looks nice. Adds a little bit of carbon fiber under the hood, and yeah, awesome. Okay, the progress on the Lexus has been paused a little bit. I broke my collarbone on riding my dirt bike, so it's been a little rough, but I had to get some help to get it finished up so we can still get it done and get it out for the guy. Help me today is Josh. He's the new apprentice here in the shop, so you'll be seeing him doing a lot of the installs. He helped out finishing the air system, and now we're going to start working on the carbon fiber bits. First project up is going to be this really nice wing. It's a bolt-on wing. It's not an overlay, so we're going to get that installed and see what it looks like. Okay, after taking off the whole wing and wing assembly on the trunk of the car, turns out all you need to do is pop these caps off. They didn't seem like they were going to come off, but yeah, pop the caps off, and then there's your 2 bolts on either side. There goes a half an hour, but you know, you learn something. All right, here's the carbon fiber wing installed. The fitment is pretty good, not perfect, but it looks pretty good. The factory spoiler sat all the way down in the trunk when it was in the down position. This one has kind of a little duckbill, kind of raised look in the down position. And let's see what it looks like up. So there it is at the up position. It slants a little bit further back than the factory spoiler did. Came out pretty good, looks nice. All right, we're gonna work on putting the carbon fiber side garnish on there. We're probably gonna put the correct side on. This one goes on the other side, but yeah, the little carbon fiber piece would pop off the badge, put the carbon fiber down, and then put the badge back on, and rinse and repeat for the other side. All right, here's the RCF all finished up. Carbon fiber wing, blacked out the taillights, got rid of the RC on the bumper, carbon fiber bumper extensions in the rear. It's on air. Some carbon fiber on the side for that garnish. Nice looking carbon fiber lip. Got the AEM intake. And the new exhaust car sounds awesome. Looks really nice. Came out very well. Of course, we got the new carbon fiber wheel on. Fit very well. Super good install. Mirror caps. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a road, but it came together pretty well.